It's the Game Out Loud podcast coming to you with Rob, Jordan, and Dylan, and sometimes Colin too. It's everything about games you want to know. Thanks for listening to the show. It's the Game Out Loud podcast. Yeah, the Game Out Loud podcast.
You are listening to the 180th episode of the Game Out Loud podcast, the one and only podcast for GameOutLoudPodcast.com. Funny how that works. We are your podcast for what I think Rob likes to say is all things gaming, but we're all things, actually. We're just your podcast for all things. I am your host this week, Jordan Rusnak. Nice to meet you. Look at this beautiful face. And with me I have my brother who shares that same beautiful face, Mark Daley.
Let's just say that perhaps the faces are similar, but yet distinct.
Yes, mine is clearly better than yours. It's okay.
I wasn't going to say anything, but okay.
Also, we have there a man with a very similar face, almost like he's our brother from another mother, Delone Smythe.
Hello, my name is Dylon. It's not Dylon, it's Dylon. Okay?
Are you a Korean doing a Spanish accent?
That's kind of what I was picking up there.
I don't know, like, if you guys remember who are the 5 greatest rappers in the world?
You are all...
Dylon, and Dylon, I spit hot fire.
Am I supposed to know this?
Dave Chappelle, okay?
Were you? Was this like in homage to that guy that just won all the Grammys or whatever? I can't even remember his name right now. But
No, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Neither do I. So that's cool.
Anyway, I apologize. I should know your name, I guess, but I don't.
You in the rap game. I mean, I'm sure you're a huge Tech 9 fan.
Oh yeah, and the homies in the hood.
Yeah, and boobs. They feel like sandbags.
What?
Basically saying that you have no idea what you're talking about. I'm referencing your rapping to the 40-year-old virgin.
Okay, I haven't seen that movie. I'm sure I could relate though.
Oh yes, boobs. They feel like sandbags. So.
Gotcha. I'm sorry. I heard poops that feel like sandbags. It's like, this sounds really uncomfortable.
I've had those. It's when your stomach drops the base and all of a sudden you have to go to the bathroom. It's like, I have...
TMI.
Well, I think we do talk about video games on this podcast every once in a while, so maybe we should do that now. What do you guys think? Too bad, don't care what you think. Video games! Dylan, what has Mark been playing? I think it's how this
Video games.
Well, maybe we should hear...
I believe it's pronounced Vigima Games.
Vegima?
I usually say Vigi games.
Vigi Games. Okay.
Vigi games.
I say veggie games because I play them.
Vigi games.
Yes.
Controllers, Big Brothers, Beat Sisters, video games. Oh. He said to her, I would like a console. Yes, I might like a PS3 as well. She said, I can't give you either. He said, what the... Well... Yeah.
Suddenly it's not a kid's show, but we knew that.
Yes, not a kid's show on console tales. Anyway, what have you been playing, Mark?
I have been playing The Witness.
Ooh, can you bear witness to said witness?
Not visually, but I can say that it's pretty and mostly quiet. The puzzles are good. The presentation, how do I put this? The actual interactive portion of the puzzles is simple. You have a starting point, you have to navigate through a puzzle and get to an exit point. Now, depending on where the puzzle is located in the area you're playing, it may have different conditions.
Okay.
You may pass through certain points, you may have to separate certain regions, etc. They may stack those up. You might have to map certain shapes within the puzzle region. That's the easy part. Sometimes the only part. But there are other times when you look at a puzzle and you think, how am I supposed to solve this puzzle?
Because you don't have the tools that it will give you over time with other puzzles?
Partially, but also part of it is how you view the puzzle in your environment.
Like if you're looking down at it?
or if there's a shadow cutting across it, or perhaps the solution to the puzzle is actually provided in the shadow of a tree on a panel somewhere, or you have to view the puzzle through a colored piece of glass to get the correct set of colors that you have to group. Things like that. Very, very interesting ideas here. There are some little hidden tidbits that are like audio recordings. Those are the only words in the game. I mean, the game doesn't tell you anything. You are presented with how you interact with your environment and find the things you have to do. I mean, and in my exploration, I found some puzzles that I could not solve because I did not understand the rules. I had yet to encounter them. The game will give you tutorial segments to kind of build you up to where the where the puzzle is going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'll start you off with a very simple 2-square puzzle, and you have to navigate a path through it. But it will also incorporate whatever specific element is trying to teach you about. Whether it's trying to say, okay, you have to understand that you need to hit all these little points as you go through, or you need to separate black squares and black and white squares, or you need to separate multicolored, like white and blue and orange squares have to be all segregated. So. Very interesting. I've only gotten, I don't know. I mean, there are major objectives. I don't know what the end goal is yet. I've tried very hard to stay away from, spoilers or anything. Although I have gotten hung up on a couple of puzzles. I'm just like, I was like too tired, and I just was like, screw it. I'm gonna get past this one and go on. So far, it's been entertaining. It's definitely, it's definitely a thinker. If you
It's
like
all about puzzles, right? There's not much
it is.
narrative.
It's all like puzzle mazes. I mean, there is a narrative of sorts in the imagery you see. Some of the places I've been, I've looked at things and thought, it's kind of weird. Why is this here? And what happened in this location that caused what I'm seeing now? I'm trying to avoid giving away too much of my own thoughts, because I think that each person takes away their own interpretation of the game. Maybe it all leads to a similar conclusion at the end. I don't know. So all I know is I feel like I'm about I guess kind of halfway through it. But I don't know if there's another layer of depth in the puzzle solving or not. There may be a whole other puzzle on top of what I'm already doing.
This is made by Johnny Cocaine, correct?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jonathan Blow made this, I believe.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
Am I right? We should probably find out if I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Well, either way, I mean, that's been my major new game. I've played Destiny, of course. A little bit of Rock Band, but the real noteworthy one is The Witness.
Yep. Gwyn Lee, Jonathan Blow. So.
And it's great. I mean, the presentation, the artwork is beautiful. And I've seen lots of commentary on that. Even before I played the game, I saw people making posts on Reddit, saying these guys are it's a beautiful presentation, and I have to agree. Control interface is simplistic. I mean, very very not simplistic, but very simple, very easy to use. Not many things to do because you just push a button and then navigate a puzzle, or you walk around to places. There's no jumping. There's no there's a boat that'll take you around the outside along the coast, but that's it. So
gotcha. So you're really just exploring on your own.
Yeah, you start off in a room and there's a control panel, and you walk up to it and pretty much learn to navigate the first puzzle by going to the start point, dragging it to the end point, hitting the button, and the door opens. Walk around a corner, do it again, open the door. So they train you from very simple from the very beginning. So.
Gotcha. Okay, well, sounds like you're at least having fun with it, right?
I am. I held off on buying it for a little while. I had seen it and thought, I really should jump into that, but I didn't really have any impetus to buy it just for myself. But it occurred to me that my wife and I could actually play it together, and she could kind of help me solve some puzzles. And she has done a little bit of that. Not too much yet, but we'll get there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Glad one of us has played it. I was going to pick it up, but I put my money towards the Division and Primal and stuff like that. So.
The Division, yes. I open beta this weekend.
Yay! We'll have to try to get in to
I
the
agree.
open beta.
I am in.
But But it's only Tuesday.
Nice face there, Dylan.
I got pipe there. We're good.
Well, it sounds like Dylan should puff away on his pipe and tell us what he's been playing in the snazziest of voices.
What's in your bowl, Dylan?
Marijuana.
Shh! You're not supposed to say anything.
Not where he is.
Yeah,
I've
right.
been playing. I bought and downloaded Doom 3 BFG edition.
Ooh, going back to 2006.
Well, it also has Doom 1 and Doom 2 on it.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. So I went like super old school.
Massive.
Yep. So I've been playing that, and I also have been playing a game called Wargame Air Land Battle.
You find some interesting gems, sir.
I do.
The less descriptive, or the more descriptive a title of the game, the less I want to play it. So if it's like super airborne,
Jumping around and crawling on turtles.
yeah, exactly. It's like if you call it Mario, plumber who jumps on things and grabs coins and falls in pits.
All right, I'm done with that game. Thanks.
Yeah, but now Mario, that's catchy. That's catchy.
Indeed,
So anyway,
it is.
how is super massive airland battle galore?
Plus.
Actually, it's actually a lot of fun. It's really cool. It's a third person top-down real-time strategy, and it's hard.
Opposed to a first-person top-down real-time strategy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. So it's modern day, and there's two. I have two of the games. One is Airland Battle, and the other one's European Escalation. And you take over like current modern day military units, and you fight. Kind of like, I don't know. I don't really have a good example at the tip of my tongue, but it's really cool because you can go like super zoomed out and see everything from almost like a satellite view all the way down to like you can see each individual tree and leaf, and you can see the tank shells hitting the other tanks, and it gets pretty intense. I like it a lot.
Sounds familiar. Another game that does that, a space game, right? Where you can zoom way out and see the system level, or zoom way in to see the paths that your ships are taking.
Sounds pretty standard in like big open RTS games nowadays.
Yeah, but they don't usually let you zoom. I mean, it depends on how big your scale is.
Yeah, this is a huge scale.
Yeah.
And it's cool because as you zoom out, the ambient sound changes from the battlefield noises of like helicopters and tanks to like an information center, like a central command post. So there's like people talking on radios and keyboards clacking and stuff. It's really cool.
Like you're saying it's such a large scale. Is it big enough for Mark's mom to weigh in on it?
Wouldn't that be your mom too?
Wow. He's gonna smack you.
She is, and I'm gonna see her sometime soon.
Deserve it.
No, I'm kidding. It's funny because it's not true.
It's funny because it's not true.
Exactly.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Yeah.
Okay, guys, make sure we don't tell her about this episode.
Yeah. No, mom cannot listen to this episode.
Post, right?
So, Mom, what have you been up to lately? Let's talk about you.
Yeah. No, we don't need to talk about me. Anyway,
Talk about me.
what else been getting your goat?
So a dear friend of ours and listener, you have heard him once before for the Metal Gear Solid podcast. One Mr. Chris Lambert has moved in.
I
So
just
I now
realized that
have
removing one's
roommate.
camera does not remove one's microphone when vaping. Sorry.
Oh, so that's all we heard was like you disappeared, and then we hear. Oops. No, but yeah. So Lambert has moved in, and hopefully we'll be getting him on here. And we have tried to come up with some games that we can play together, obviously. And the latest
was one that was brought up earlier.
The latest two things that we've played are
I'm
these.
catching a theme here.
Where's
They're
Black Ops? Come
PS4
on.
games.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't have a PC, so...
Yeah, what happened with that? Didn't he have a PC before?
Not really, no.
He was on the podcast. How did he record with us? He used your iPhone all the way from Washington?
No, just a phone there, sir.
Oh, okay. I thought you were telling me that he's magic.
Well, that goes without saying. He's a
No
magical
pizza.
person.
Yeah, you guys need to get up with the times and get on Black Ops. I think William has just about
Blaps.
maxed his prestige, right?
Way too much time in the... Wow, did I just get really loud?
He needs 15 levels, and he is as leveled up as you can get in the game.
Sweet. That's
I have
way
this
too
thing
much
called a
effort to that
job.
game.
Yeah, right.
And life,
Yeah, believe me.
I have to do something that is really annoying. It's called
sex.
adulting.
I got bad news. I don't think any of us have the hand-eye coordination of an 18-year-old anymore, though.
Hey, he's only 10 years younger than me, man. Like, I still got it. You old guys over 30.
That's why we play board games.
Yes, I haven't fallen down into that realm yet.
My brain will kick your brain's ass.
My ass will kick your brain's brain.
Brain. But also, we've been playing, because we got it, he's been playing a lot of Army of Two with his brother in Arizona, and so we've been kind of doing the whole shooter thing, and he had a hankering for zombies. Turns out that you can either buy zombies, or you have to play 225 rounds spread across various amounts of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Really? So they don't just give you
Or you could just get Black Ops and start playing zombies immediately.
Yeah.
Meh.
No, isn't that mine?
There you go. No, I have like a car payment now on top of everything else. I'm trying
And a
to
lightsaber, according to your your webcam. That thing looks huge.
Ah, yes, we can get more effects in post-processing. Let's do that.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh,
The problem with Ewan McGregor, he was making the lightsaber sounds while he was doing the lightsaber fighting in episode 1.
Mr. McGregor, you don't need to do that. We got that.
Sorry. They actually had to edit the sound out.
That is hilarious.
I wasn't doing it. Anyway, I'm sorry, we digress.
I could so see myself doing that too. Like, I remember Granny telling me to come upstairs one time when I was staying at her place, and I had the sword and I was going like, woo, 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 like doing, and she started yelling at me. I told you to turn that off like 5 minutes ago. Like, I did. It was great. Anyway, back to Dylan.
So that's all I've been playing, really.
Moving on.
Glad I came back to you. Jeez.
And then I've just been playing some more NBA 2K16. I have 32 hours into that game now.
Yeah, you seem to be liking that game, which is kind of strange to me.
Second career.
Actually, I have 3 careers going right now. But
In basketball?
yeah,
He plays all the careers.
I am the career player.
Ha ha!
Oh god.
No, I just there's a lot to the game, and so,
Player.
but player. No, but there's a lot to do in the game, and so I'm trying to different avenues and adventures and such. So it's actually a lot of fun.
I gotta ask, now that I can see you, what's up with the lightness of the mustache in the middle compared to the edges? Are you trying to grow a stereotypical mustache?
Nope.
That's just how it grows in?
Yep.
And I'm just a racist asshole?
You are.
Yep. I can grow facial hair underneath my nose.
I can't connect
Right there.
right here.
Yes, I can get all the, look at this, yeah. Yeah, this is what to call a beard. Mm-hmm.
Yes, those of us that can't grow hair on our heads have to grow it on our faces.
I know, right?
Oh, so if that's all you've been playing, I guess that leaves it to me.
So anyway, moving on to extra points.
Oh!
I haven't been playing shit. No, I'm just kidding. I did play some Killer is Dead, which I don't know. about that game. That seems really just like a Dante Inferno slashy God of War game, but maybe it'll be better. It's a kind of anime style thing, so maybe it'll get interesting. But right now, it's not so much great. But I also played some more Life is Strange, which I was having a great time playing and just searching around and doing these things. And there's a interesting mechanic where the games where you make a decision. They're like, oh, this person will remember that. Someone actually made a joke on that where I did something. He's like, I'll remember this. I was like, ha ha ha! I see what you did there. Still haven't gotten very far. It's a slow game to start with. I explore everything, so I'm looking at everything, talking to everybody, doing all that fun stuff. I've been using some of my person's powers to be able to rewind time, but not anything crazy.
That's right. I forgot. I was trying to remember about that game. I think I played like the demo or whatever, and it taught you like how to use your time rewind abilities. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is it episodic?
Yes.
Okay.
I got all the episodes on the Steam sale, so I got them for a pretty good price.
Got it.
Man, we need to develop a monitor that has a camera just like right here, so like you can look at your screen, and I don't have to feel like I'm looking down. Like here, I'm looking at my camera, which is below my monitor. There, I look at the screen, so it's like, well, I'm always looking up.
I sit mine's sitting on top of my microphone, my snowball, so it kind of puts it.
Whoa! I don't need to hear about this, bro.
Kind of puts it almost in the middle of my screen, but not quite.
Yeah, I had mine on my my little light here. Whoa.
Your lighting's affecting my lighting, man. Jeez.
I had it on that light, but it fell off, and it was kind of precariously perched. And I guess I could move it like a little bit more like that, so it looks like no. Now I'm all cockeyed.
Is your mother with that mouth?
No, my mother lives in Idaho. I live in Washington. Stop making noise so I can see myself.
See, what'd you move?
Yeah.
You were better before.
I was better before.
You're the blurry guy in the front. See, now look, you smudged it.
Now I dicked it all up.
or your background blur is not calculating correctly. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's take it off.
You and your shiny forehead. That's better. Your glare is blinding me.
I even had it done with like rule of thirds and everything, so I wasn't centered. There we go.
Oh, you and your fancy schmancy terms.
Look, I have a fan.
Yeah, right?
Hey, Jordan, you have a fan. That is neat.
Yeah, it's right there, and it blows.
Oh.
Yeah. So I also played some more Game Dev Tycoon as Jorlan, which is Dylan Wine's company. We made quite a bit of money selling Fuck Ass Bad. That was a good one. We also made a whole bunch of money selling Cum Guzzling Dickmongers 4. And Chris Sucks was another very, very good one.
Chris Sucks, yes!
That got us quite a bit of money in the scene.
The next one's going to be Chris is Dumb.
Notable mentions that didn't do very well. Pinky in the Butt. That didn't do very well.
Pinky in the Butt.
The Deep Schlaben Nobbin didn't make any money. Nobody liked that game. It was a vampire game, RPG style. And then the worst game that we put out was Kalamazoo and You Can Go Too, and that game was a school, like a vocabulary school adventure style Commodore 64 game.
Yeah.
And that didn't do very well either. But yeah. Yeah, that game's fun. The fact that you can name
How much money do we have now at Jorland? Are we doing okay?
So we're a small indie developer.
Okay.
We've got like 4 employees. We're sitting at about 13 million. We just developed a new engine that has 3-dimensional graphics and high-res screenshots.
High resolution.
There's a higher resolution on the sound. The sound looks really good, and the
pixels.
Yeah, the decibels on the images are really, really well done. So
nice.
Yeah.
So that you're saying they EQ'd the graphics very well?
Yes.
But I think you're not playing the hacked version.
Yes, no, I do not have people pirate my games, which is great. Did you know about that, Dylan?
What?
if you they allowed the game to be pirated, but it like had a little secret DRM that if you didn't purchase Game Dev Tycoon, you would get in and you'd start getting a bunch of money. Then all of a sudden it would you'd start losing money due to being pirated.
That's funny.
Yeah,
A little life lesson there.
Yep,
That's awesome.
it's fantastic. But that's pretty much what I've been playing, other than more Rogue Legacy, and I kick ass in that game. Not really, I suck at it. But this right here, Mark, you need to get yourself one of these.
For an Xbox.
Huh?
That would be for an Xbox.
It's for my computer, and look, you can take off the thumbsticks and put on new ones. You can take off the D-pad, put on a new one. You can attach paddles on the back like Dylan. Yeah, Dylan has the paddles probably on his.
$100. I know what it costs. I heard them talking about it. My PlayStation controller does pretty well.
Nothing like this, man. This is so nice and smooth. The action on the thumbsticks is fantastic. And, man, let me tell you, it'll suck your dick.
Which is a real problem around here. So that's an Xbox Elite controller?
Correct.
I would buy one of those just to let it lie around here, and then when William's friend James came over, he would see it and freak out.
Yeah.
He has Xbox, and it's like, what's that?
What are you pointing at over there,
What'd
Dylan?
you get?
It's blurry.
That's just my Xbox One Elite.
Oh, yeah. My Xbox is downstairs.
Lol.
Collecting dust because the stupid
Lol.
people keep pushing off those first-party games for it.
Lol.
Oh, we never played
Oh, life, yo. PS4
PS4 Life. We never played Forza, Dylan. We were supposed to do that. Like, I bought
I know
you
we got it all set up and then
nothing.
nothing happened.
Kind of sounds like Farming Simulator.
The more you know.
I'm sensing.
Well,
I
I
just
think
don't really like playing with you guys.
Yeah, right.
that's okay. I like playing with myself.
Or
It doesn't
how about Call of Duty?
That was me.
And I know that was you. Both of you have betrayed me.
And Battlefield.
Battlefield 2. I forgot about that.
That was the last. I think that was the last straw. When I tried to get you to do Black Ops 2, you're like, no.
Tell you what, when they release Mass Effect again, then we can play that all the way through.
But I don't play Mass Effect. How about Battlefield 5? You'll get Battlefield 5 for the PC.
No.
Why not?
Because you asked.
No, Dylan's
Hey,
asking.
Mark, you want to get Battlefield 5?
No.
Hey,
Hold
Jordan.
on. Hold on, there's someone else here. Hold on. Hey, Mark. This is Adam, your friend. Do you want to get Battlefield 5 for the PC?
Dude, I would totally put Battlefield 5 with you, Adam.
I know. Now I just need to get Adam to come and ask you to do that. Then what's Mastro's number?
He's the one that got me into Battlefield in the first place. He's the one that told me to get 1942, and we played the Desert Combat mod, and then we got Battlefield 2, and he and I and a buddy of mine and his brothers, God, we played that game for like 2 freaking years.
Wait, wasn't it Battlefield that was responsible for you damaging Mom's car on an icy road? We were going to a LAN party, I think, to go play.
No, I was
Battlefield.
taking you to get your PC, wasn't I?
No, we were going over to your friend's house to do a LAN party because you were in town. There was a LAN party going on.
The only time I ran to the truck was when you were with me, because we were going to your house out in Eagle.
Oh, I don't know. This doesn't make for good radio, though. But I was curious if that was the case. So I think we're going to go on to extra points. Ba-da-ding! The time where Dylan tries to drain an entire 2-liter of Mountain Dew while being on the podcast. So, Dylan, do you have another 2-liter there waiting for you to get this going?
That's worth 15 points, dude.
All right, we're going to put it just on you. We're going to see how fast and how much of this you can drain. All right, now I want you to pop the top on that Fanta.
Hey,
And why not? Just
did I just drink a bunch of Mountain Dew? I don't want to do it.
So extra points, buddy. This is the part of the podcast where we talk about the book, book, movie, or non-video game related stuff that we got into this week. So we're going to start with Dylan, even though he's going to disappoint us. Maybe he'll shoot ping pong balls out of his vagina instead of drinking that. So let's go.
Why were you?
What? I'm sorry. What?
You're being a pussy.
I
by
guess
not drinking the Fanta.
I guess whatever you have to share would not be as good as chugging a 2-liter of Fanta.
You know how carbonated it is, though?
I know. That's why I want to see
You
it.
got your nose.
Oh, I don't think I can handle that.
Eat a banana first. Then it'll be exciting.
Yes. We should ask Chris if he wants to see this as well.
No, so let's see here. Well, I've been watching a lot of Netflix stuff. I watched a movie with Bruce Willis called Hostage today.
Okay. Hey, the real captive audience there.
Yeah, yeah.
You deserve nothing. Yeah, right. No.
No, that doesn't apply here. You're abusing the pipe, sir. Your pipe
Abusing the
privileges
pipe.
are going to be revoked if you're not
Holding it?
careful.
Like, am I supposed to pass? Here. Yeah.
Thank you.
That would
Actually,
be
you
today.
should reach your hand out and then I'll grab something and then
Yeah.
It's like,
I'll pass
here
that.
you go, Dylan.
Yeah.
Let me hand this to you off the side of the screen. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, wait.
Right.
It's backwards. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you got
Thanks. Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
that? Sweet. Gosh. Yeah.
Mark.
Want to hand that back here?
Oh yeah, no, Mark doesn't. Yeah, here you go.
It's all right, down. I got past it.
Yeah, there we
Got it. All right, cool.
I get the pipe.
Yeah, you got the pipe. Mark's getting stoned over there in Newburgh. Oh, one thing I did want to bring up. Doesn't have anything to do with Mark being stoned. But
That'd be a new one.
yeah, maybe stoned on oatmeal cookies. I'm playing Life is Strange, and she mentions that her friend got a truck, and he goes, yeah, now we can go to the drive-in. There's one 60 miles away from here in Newburgh.
What? Where's the game staged? Or where's it?
Like north, I think. Blackwater Academy somewhere in Oregon, like 60 miles.
Interesting. I did not pick that up in the demo.
Yeah,
They didn't make any geographical references. That's funny though.
yeah. We can go to the one 60 miles north in Newburgh, or 60 miles away in Newburgh. And I was like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, because that just happens to be where I met Dylan and Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's still there. They're getting ready for their 60-second season. Well, and they mentioned a TV show too. There's a show that films in Portland. Shoot.
Portlandia.
No, not Portlandia.
Grim.
Yes, it was either Grimm or Leverage. One of the two, I think, mentioned the drive-in.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so I knew Grim was,
Again,
because I had a friend who was an extra on Grim.
Yeah,
But
I had a coworker who was an extra on Leverage.
I was.
Man.
I know a celebrity.
I am a celebrity.
So, I'm sorry, we interrupted you with your Netflixing.
So I watched Full Metal Jacket. I watched Hostage with Bruce Willis, and I watched Tommy Boy.
Full Metal Jacket. That's got the guy from Law and Order: Criminal Intent, correct? Gold File.
I don't.
Yeah,
Is that the same guy? I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, same guy. Yeah.
That guy does a good job of that. I just love the guy. The best part of you roll down your mother's leg.
Yeah, no, that's not what he says. But I don't want to repeat it here.
Give me the quote.
Almost all of his lines were improvised.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you know that that's one of the most famous non-scripted moments in movie history?
Yep.
Yeah,
Is that
All of that stuff. R. Lee Ermey.
old drill sergeant stuff? Because he was a drill sergeant.
Yes, Mark, he was.
All right.
Is there any other opportunity that you would like to steal from me while we're at it?
Yeah, totally. Because I knew that one, sucker.
Okay, then by all means, please continue.
The real actor couldn't do it quite as well as he could.
Well, I mean, they couldn't script it right. I mean, good lord.
Seriously, how do you script that? Like, knowing R. Lee Ermey, you just say, okay, do the thing.
Seriously, you have to, because I mean, I'm thinking back to like when I was in boot camp. It was just like those guys roll. I mean, they will catch something and they will just move on it, and you have to react to how the recruits are reacting. So I'm sure this is exactly what he did.
How you went to boot camp? Did you have any good quotes from your guy?
From our instructors?
Yeah, anything good come out of that?
Nothing like that. I mean,
You're dumb, gay, and stupid.
well, who knows? I mean, maybe maybe the Marines and the Army are a little tougher than Navy boot camp. Nothing jumps right out at me. I remember some people just having a hell of a time, though, because once they single you out, I mean, you are marked for the rest of the time you're there. And they will bring it back.
You are a leper.
Time and time and time again, they will talk about it.
Oh, glad I didn't go into the military. But Dylan,
Wanted to.
Full Metal Jacket, good movie. Well, a good half of a movie. I didn't like the latter half, but
Yeah, nobody ever sticks around for it. Everybody's like, yeah, first hour of the movie is awesome. And then after that, they're like, I have no idea what happens afterwards. But
Exactly.
yeah, it's kind of like Apocalypse Now. Like everyone watches like until they get to Cambodia, and then no one knows what happens once they get there.
Right.
I'm gonna make my wife watch that here soon, just because I love her so much.
I was going to say, right?
Just make her watch. Like she's not gonna know anything about what's going on either. It's gonna be fantastic.
so then I also watched, like I said, I watched Tommy Boy, classic.
Yes.
Yeah, that really puts the brakes on his career, though.
Actually, I would think that it would have been the overdose that put a break to his career.
Yeah, but that was a Tommy Boy joke, though, not a Chris
I
Farley
know,
joke.
I know it was, but still.
That's why he's holding his head.
It hurts. It hurts us, precious. No, that's it. I mean, I kind of bombed out on a bunch of movies, and then have been being an adult and all those stupid responsibilities and adulting.
So you're dating amazing women and things like adults do?
Do you not know what it's like to be an adult?
Isn't that like it? They feel like
What
sandbags.
are you
right?
doing?
I'm trying to get better lighting.
You were the one that said you were
You're
the
failing.
player. Dylan, you're the player. Player.
Player.
Rule number 1 about playing: you don't talk about the game.
I don't play and tell.
I don't play and tell.
So what have you been extra pointing there, Marcus Aurelius?
Marcus Aurelius.
Very exciting person, but when
No, you're not, but we still love you.
I spool up the Netflix, as my good friend Dylan does.
The Netflix.
That's right. So I watched the documentary A Faster Horse, which was about the development of the new Ford Mustang.
Ooh.
Which was quite fascinating, actually. I did not know that Lee Iacocca worked for Ford. I didn't know that it takes them, 5 years to develop their next model of Mustang, which still doesn't explain what happened from like 73 to 92.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a gap.
That thing's but ugly.
It was leap year. It was leap years.
That's right. Yeah.
They're making up for all those leap years that they missed.
I guess so. But yeah, it was very interesting. Like an hour and a half, and it was the most notable thing I've observed. I also watched. I've started watching The Irregular at Magic High School anime, which is interesting. The Japanese. I can't decide if it's Japanese culture that has a penchant for sibling, sexual tension, or if it's just this guy, but. There's a strange thing going on between this brother and sister that's not really resolved yet. So I've only watched the first 4 episodes. It's kind of a cool concept, the idea that magic is researched and technology actually augments it. They use technology to invoke magic. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. My kids have been watching 7 Deadly Sins anime.
I don't know that.
Is that what it's called? Yes, 7 Deadly Sins, which is based on a manga.
You let your chillin' watch that there devil cartoons?
Right? I just haven't gotten into it. They say it's good. I guess I'll just have to take their word for it since I'm not watching it currently.
You should watch, if you want to watch a good anime, you should watch Shigurui. 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 Death Frenzy. It's my favorite anime ever.
You mean above Death Note?
Yes.
Because Death Note was pretty good, although I did not like the ending.
This is a different style of anime. So Death Note's very fantastical. Shin Megami. No, sorry, not Shin Megami. Shinigami. And like the stuff. Shigarui is set, I think, in the Meiji era. Is it the Meiji era or the? Yeah, I think it's the Meiji. And they sit there, and their kind of special attacks are really special attacks. Like, no one knows what they are because if you see them, you're dead. But they're not like energy attacks, right? Like, it's how you hold your sword, it's how you swing. It's a very like realistic sort of special attack.
Okay.
And the art style is absolutely fantastic. It's done in very muted blues and grays, so that when you do see blood, it's very, very vivid and very, very good.
It really stands out compared. They do the red compared to the contrast.
Yep.
Got it.
But it's a story about like I think it's Edo era Japan, revenge and betrayal, and it's just a fantastic, fantastic show. I think it's only like 16 episodes long. It's a small run, but it is a very, very, very good show, and I would highly recommend. If anybody likes more realistic style anime and more kind of downing anime, it's definitely not going to make you feel good about yourself. But it's definitely a really good story, and what they have done with it is fantastic. So I'd recommend that. But yeah, not for you in there in the background, Mr. Wait, no, you're 18. Never mind, you can watch it.
I just saw Deadpool.
He just saw Deadpool. That's true.
Oh, I want to see Deadpool.
Oh yeah, no, that's another thing I did. I watched Deadpool with Lambert. Go team.
Oh, sweet. I haven't seen it yet, so I hear it's really good though.
Well, here's okay. So I don't know how much of you are on Facebook, but I know you two are. And there was a post going around, and it was like, hey, this is Deadpool, and I just wanted to let you know. He's like, dear parents, I have a movie coming up, and long story short, he just tells them flat out, like, this is not. Do not go to this movie thinking it's just a comic book movie.
Marvel comic,
Right.
yeah, exactly. No.
Yeah, and like.
This is like the X-Men, Mom.
No, yeah, and so they even in the movie, he explains that he's not necessarily your normal superhero.
He's the merc with the mouth.
Right.
Yeah, and
So good.
there are still people that are like up in arms about this movie.
I know. People just don't get
It's
it.
like, guys, it's a rated R comic book hero movie. Like, that should be your first red flag, is it's rated R, not like PG-13.
Right?
right.
You can get a lot. You get a lot more boobs and swearing in rated R nowadays.
Yeah, I actually hear that if they say the F-bomb 3 times, it's an automatic R no matter what. It's in the rest of the movie.
Yeah. You see one meat clam, and it's an R-rated movie immediately.
So anyway, the only other thing I was thinking of is that for extra points is I'm getting ready to. I need a book. I haven't read a book recently, and I want one.
The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss.
I've heard that's pretty good. Dylan, you have your hand raised. Do you have a suggestion?
Yes. There's an author I've gotten into since I was in prison, and his name is Neil Stevenson.
Yes, we talked about this.
Yeah, you had this
Read it
conversation.
more. You should read it more.
I need to get Reamd.
I haven't gotten it either.
I read it. I read the first 10 pages, and I was like, no, it's not doing it for me. Which is really sad because I probably didn't get into the actual technical part of it. I was family issues.
Have you read Cryptonomicon or Anathema?
I read Cryptonomicon after we talked about it. I read Anathema first. I've read it a couple of times.
So you know that it takes a while for him to get going, but once he does, holy crap balls.
Anathema pulled me in right from the beginning. No questions at all.
Yeah.
Cryptonomicon, a little bit, but not bad. Until when he started bouncing around, it really started freaking me out. But I got around it. And
Yeah.
then, what is he showing? Oh, Jordy. And then, yes. So Neil Stevenson is definitely on my will read list. But I'm thinking I'm going to go back to an old classic staple of mine, and I'm going to pull out. I'm due for the third installment of The Incarnations of Immortality.
Yay! Time. No.
Nope.
Time is 2.
Yeah, Fate. So it'll be With a Tangled Skein next, but I have to order it. I've been getting them in hardback.
Oh, I see. Because somebody gave me all their paperback copies.
Yeah. That was a mistake.
Yeah. I
Well,
still hate you for
The
that.
funny thing is that now I'm telling my kids about these books, and William is. I was talking about kind of the universe that they exist in, and they're all like, "That sounds kind of interesting." And now his friend James is like, "I need to get those on audio so I can listen to them while I'm working." So
I have them. That's how I listen to them. I listen to them. I own the books, but I listened to them while I was driving up to Seattle to see my wife. Oh, so cute. So yeah, I listened to all of those. On a Pale Horse, something Hourglass, Times Hourglass.
on a pale horse, bearing an hourglass,
Yes,
with
the
the
Tangled
tangled
Skein.
wielding a red sword.
Yep.
Let's see. Being a green mother.
Yep.
For love of evil.
You forget, and then Death, Eternity, and everything. Whatever.
And eternity. And then he wrote an 8th one, wearing a velvet cloak, I believe.
That was about Noct, right?
Correct. I haven't read that one.
Me neither. And these are really cool. For those of you who don't know about this series, imagine that these kind of concepts were anthropomorphized. So like death, war, famine, like all the
They're offices.
are offices that are held by people, like mortal people.
It takes place in a universe where Isaac Newton developed the laws of nature and then also later on discovered the laws of magic. And so magic and technology have advanced at a parallel rate.
I didn't realize that little backstory. But I found those books to be very, very good, but as I got farther on, they got less good.
Well, yeah, I won't argue, like, Bearing an Hourglass is pretty weak.
Oh, I liked Bearing an Hourglass.
I'm sorry, not Bearing an Hourglass, Wielding a Red Sword. Bearing an Hourglass is one of the most popular books in the series.
Yeah, for Love of Evil, I thought was good.
For Love of Evil is interesting because it kind of ties things together very well.
Mm-hmm.
So you get these first 5 books that are telling this story from different perspectives and segments, and then you have this book that kind of brings them all together, and then the 7th book is like where it was all going.
Yeah. Which, it's crazy when you think about what that whole series is about.
Yeah. I was thinking, it's like, that'd be great to like write some scripts for, like for movies or something, and I thought about the end content, I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah. Neither can George R. R. Martin.
Right? Anyway, so we're way past my extra points, I think.
Well, I think we just basically did yours and mine in one, so I think we're going to take this time to take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll get into our topic, which is probably just going to be a general conversation about video games and Mark's probably impending colonoscopy. So we will check you guys later on.
What?
Why?
The Game Out Loud podcast. Yeah, the Game Out Loud podcast.
And we are back. And Dylan, there we go, unmuted Mark, there we go, sorry. We are here to talk about things like games and general topics of discussion. One thing we're going to bring up...
You didn't come up with a topic.
That was your job, Mark.
Nope.
You had one thing to do!
I'm the irregular one.
Yeah, but I was trying to give you a chance.
Dude, there is this amazing thing called Metamucil. It really helps.
Or you could use what Dylan keeps trying to get me to do, which is the apple water flush.
Dude, no, but seriously, 5 apples and as much water as you can handle. And boy, howdy, you will thank me later.
5 apples?
5 apples, dude. I know it sounds ridiculous, but just trust me. 5 apples, and they don't have to be huge apples, but they can't be those, like...
What if I just blended 5 apples in a blender, added a little bit of water, and then just drank it all down like an applesauce smoothie?
This is like some
that could work.
natural... Is this some sort of natural laxative or something? Is that what you're going for?
No, there's just a lot... Have you ever seen a horse poop?
I can't say as I specifically looked, no.
You have not just happenstance been around a horse that's been pooping.
No, pissing maybe, and that's terrible. But
It just goes everywhere, like all over his leg.
everywhere.
Well, when horses poop... Boy, howdy. They're all about that. They're all about that doo-doo there. They get her done.
Okay.
Like, is this something you do often, Dylan? Is watch the fecal habits of four-legged equestrian beasts?
Or just
Judge
four-legged
me.
beasts in general. Well, so long as I know that we're talking about a natural digestive process and not some sort of enema tactic.
Oh yeah, you
What?
take
No,
all those
what?
apples and shove them up your
See,
ass.
that would entail sticking something up your butt, and I am in no way, shape, or form okay with that.
Maybe you could be just shoving the apples up there. I mean,
No, you don't shove an apple up your butt.
apple.
I'm sure there's
Apple.
somewhere.
See?
That's got to be Rule 72, right?
Rule 1 through 71: don't shove anything up your butt.
No, what's that rule? What's the rule?
Rule 43 or whatever.
34.
Yeah, if it exists, there's porn of it.
Yes.
So there's images
Oh,
of
not
Dylan
that.
sticking apples up his butt.
Their ass.
This is hardcore.
These are my friends.
Yes. We're hardcore, man.
Yeah, in every sense of the word, apparently.
Yeah, apples, they have hardcores.
Okay, you win that one. You get
That
the
was that wasn't nearly as shitty as I thought it would be, but the apples didn't
yeah,
go in my
now
ass
you're
that time. So video games are going to be coming out here soon. We have The Division, we've got Far Cry Primal, Mighty Number 9, maybe sometime in the next generation.
I don't care if the Division's coming.
I said it wouldn't be long.
You don't care that The Division's coming? Has something changed?
I don't care
on?
about anything else. The Division's coming.
Oh, only the division?
Arnold's coming too.
At home, in the gym,
Yeah, at the office.
Wow.
at the office.
He's got the pump. For those of you who don't know what we're referencing, go to YouTube and type in Arnold is coming. What's that?
Pumping Iron is, I think, the name of the movie.
Actual documentary, yes. Where he's
Documentary,
talking
yeah.
about the pump.
And he's talking about the feeling of lifting weights and getting
So
some
it's like
muscles
like a
would explode. But yeah, The Division, that looks like it's going to be good. I really can't wait to give that a try. I really hope it's just
Wait,
not
time
a
out. I'm
Destiny.
sorry. What did you just say?
Hold on, I'm going to do something here. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. So now that we've muted Dylan, no, I'm just kidding. Let's bring you back here, Dylan. There we go. Yes, I just muted and turned off Dylan's camera.
So did you say something disparaging to him? Or
No. He said he's really looking forward to it, and it looks good. If you go back several episodes, you will hear him say, and Rob, both are like, no, it's gonna be gay, dumb, and stupid, and you're retarded, and you should actually develop some form of higher intellect.
Yeah, that's still how I feel, but I'm intoxicated right now, so I'm down on your level.
No.
I'm kidding. No, I've been watching a little bit of it, and it looks like it's going to be fun, but I'm really still worried that it's going to be a Destiny.
Yeah, there is that, but I'm holding out.
I'm holding in.
well, I think they've
You
turned
should really not do that. You can actually develop health problems
Yeah.
doing that.
especially with 5 apples. I think that they've taken some cues from Destiny, but I still think
Is that
they
like-
on their
It's
own.
not like the new challenge, the 5-apple challenge.
That's right. That's right.
Sorry,
God
go ahead.
Chubby Buddy instead of Chubby Bunny.
Chubby Buddy?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
So anyway, I think they took some cues from Destiny. I'm hoping that maybe they'll have a better first year than Destiny did. It seems like the general consensus, I'm not necessarily of this opinion, but the general consensus is that Destiny, the game that Destiny was supposed to be, is what it is now. And the
Yeah,
whole-
after how many packs and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah, that's irritating. That's why I won't support it, because they shouldn't have released a game that you need to pay almost $200 to get everything in.
Yeah, as every other developer does nowadays.
Yeah, which sucks. Like, we need to stop that shit. Like, don't support that.
And yet you want to play your games.
Some of them I boycott, like Destiny.
Well, that's your loss because there's a lot of people playing it, and I always have people to play with, so I don't miss you.
I
Well,
told
see,
you,
we
I
have
played
plenty
it
of people
myself,
to
and
play
it's great.
Battlefield with.
Good.
Yeah.
Just
Sucker,
saying.
come play with us. PC Master Race.
Whatever.
You'll have fun.
Jungle Bates, holla at me.
You know what? I got a PC that can play the games, and I still don't.
I know, and it makes me so goddamn mad.
I play Hearthstone, and it's
On
beautiful.
your PC?
Yes. It is gorgeous.
I can play Alta games.
Cthulhu is not amused.
Cthulhu can bite me.
No, he can't. He doesn't have a mouth.
What?
No. Or butthole.
Hiding under the tentacles?
Or butthole. So I guess he's not doing the 5 apple challenge, is he?
Nope.
No, he does the 5 million apple challenge. He just makes them die. All the apples disappear.
So anyway, so we all know
He accidentally all the apples.
about the Division.
Yeah, Far Cry Primal, is that one we're looking to pick up there, Dylan?
I don't know. It's really not captivating me as much, you know? I'm not... Like I said, though, I'm kind of got my blinders on because of Division, so I'm kind of completely
we'll just
unaware.
throw some titles out at you and see what happens.
So wait a minute, you're using the blinders reference as well as the horseshit reference. Like, are you just horsing around this podcast, or what?
So, totally. If I could smack you, I would.
Me?
Well, I
He's
do
the one
live.
giving me these tools.
I live in the backyard of Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch.
No, you can't go there.
I hate their beer anyway. It tastes like Bush.
So sad.
Oh, and then we got, what, No Man's Sky coming out sometime soon? Maybe finally something worthwhile picking up on the PS4?
I might. The Penis 4, is that what you just said?
The Penis
Yes,
4?
the Penis 4 and the Sex Box 1.
Yes. The five
and the Wii.
Nobody Wii's the Wii. Nobody wants
Whoa.
I'm going to play with my Wii. I'm going to go downstairs right now. I'm going to play with my Wii.
With both hands at the same time.
sitting on the couch.
In the living room.
Yep.
In front of the world. Or maybe just his living room.
So how about Street Fighter V? That came out
No.
today.
Really? You're Korean. Shouldn't you be getting... No, that's StarCraft. Sorry. My bad.
I was going to say, no, that's StarCraft, bro, and we had that conversation.
Get real.
I know, right? No, okay. I was explaining to somebody the other day. I was telling them because I got that Kia Soul, and they were like, "Oh, how Korean of you! Do you play League or do you play Dota?" And I was like, "No, I'm not that Korean.
And I recognize, too.
StarCraft, bro."
Yeah. He's just surface Korean.
Dylan is a reverse Twinkie. He's yellow on the outside and white on the inside. Wait.
So isn't that a regular Twinkie?
Wait, I
mean
must be
you're a
getting bad
reverse
Twinkie. Yes, I'm a reverse Twinkie.
Yes.
I'm white on the inside, white on the outside, and black on the inside.
So I would like to point out, I'm kind of flipping through the Game Informer for this month.
Oh, so you shop at GameStop?
Rarely, but yes. I mean, I have to go there to get. If I ever want to get the cymbals for my drums for Rock Band, I'm going to have to go there.
I might be able to order them for you.
Well,
They might have them at my place of establishment. I don't know. I can look.
Since your place of establishment's website doesn't have it listed, so
My place of establishment's website sucks.
I was going to point out that the Witness is their game of the month and got a 9.25 rating from them.
Ooh, that's a very informed rating.
Would you like me to read the article?
Yeah, sure. No, that's plagiarism, I think, when we're doing it over here.
If I'm reading it, is it plagiarism?
Yes.
Only if I reprint the print.
Maybe it's libel then.
No, that's when you print something bad about somebody that's not true.
No, okay, fine. Slanderous.
That's when you say something.
Slander is when you say something that's bad about somebody else. Yes.
What if
I won't
it's...
read the article. I'm kidding.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi Paper Jam?
I'm not a big fan of the Mario and Luigi RPG.
And you know how many office workers you just pissed off?
Paper Jam? Yeah.
What means PC load letter?
I hate printers. Printers are the worst thing ever.
Oh no, man! With my job, I have to be very well versed in everything, and printer is one of them.
Do you have a 3D printer?
No,
Why not?
they're all at the university.
All the tech bought all the 3D printers.
Missouri University of Science and Technology. Go Miners.
What's the acronym for that?
Must. And they hate that.
They must. So Dylan.
And it exploded.
No, we know where Dylan is.
Where
Dylan
Dylan's
is the Division.
Yes, but he's staying divided from everybody
the
else.
Division. The lack of vision by the Division.
No,
Yes, he is segregating himself off. The segregation. Wait, no, that's a bad.
he's
that's a bad-
saving.
Oh, awkward. No, I think I'm probably gonna pull the same thing I did when Diablo 3: Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition came out for the PS4. I barricaded myself in my apartment and played that for 27 hours straight. I think I'm probably gonna do the same thing. I bought like
That sounds
12
kind of
Monster Energy drinks. Yeah, I was feeling superfluously Asian at that point. So.
Superfluously Asian. There's something you might want to pick up for that. Let's see if I can find a link to it.
What?
Also, thank you for clarifying South Korea.
Welcome.
My son is learning life lessons in the background here.
Oh, I don't think we should have that on video camera.
Not those life lessons.
Don't be Asian.
There you go. There's a link for you. To
Stop
what
being.
you should probably pick up, Dylan.
What?
Oh yeah, no, I'm the one that told everybody about those.
Oh, the Monster Energy drinks. Yeah.
Well, they're
The glass ones?
concentrate.
Yeah.
That sounds bad
Yeah. Right.
for my kidneys.
And your liver.
I think your primary concern should be your heart.
Well, it has to go through the kidneys and liver to get to the heart. Right? Anyway.
What?
Oh, I don't know.
It didn't work.
You guys are a blast.
So, So, No Man's Sky. Then you had mentioned No Man's Sky.
Oh God, I'm really hoping that game isn't just nothing.
I'm so scared that it's just gonna be like fly to a planet, land. It's already been explored, so you shouldn't play. And you're just like going in random directions, and it's just the same crap over and again. You land, wow, ooh, get back in your spaceship, fly away.
Look, a Triceratops with a boner. Woo!
But I mean, there has to be something more to it than that, doesn't there? Really? I mean,
You would hope so, or else.
No,
Well,
there doesn't have to be.
well, right. I mean, for it to be successful, there should, I would think, be a little more of an objective somewhere.
I think a lot of people agree, but the
Have you ever
problem
played
is
the
they
game
haven't-
The Plan?
The Plan?
The Plan.
No.
Look it up sometime. I own it. The Plan.
What's the plan, Stan?
You're a
Man.
fly,
You're a fly.
and you fly up. The end.
There isn't.
I'm totally serious, dude. Look up The Plan on YouTube and watch somebody play through it. There's a couple things you can do, like you have to fight against wind blowing.
It sounds about as bad as Desert Bus.
Yes, right. I'm hoping
So-
that
so my-
No Man's
my
Sky is
alliterated-
not a literal galaxy of Desert Bus.
Right?
Or The Plan.
Or the plan, yeah. The plan is not to have it be Desert Bus.
Fair enough.
I really want that game to be something great. I really want it to have something, but if those people who've been working on Star Citizen can't get what they're trying to get out,
Star Citizen is the first thing I think of whenever I think of No Man's Sky. It's like, please don't be Star Citizen.
well, I played Star Citizen. Star Citizen's barely Star Citizen from what I played.
Yeah.
I was in that open weekend or whatever, and I couldn't even get into anything. Like, did I talk about this?
It's
Like,
kind of like when I play EVE Online. You know, it's like, I think the game idea is great, and I'm so far behind, I feel like I can never do it. I don't have anybody to play with, so it's just me and maybe, meeting
Even
up
all your spreadsheets.
some random guy. Yeah, right? Ugh. Serious. I mean, if you're serious about the game, you've got to be business-minded. But, I mean, what was I doing? I was mining asteroids. God, that's exciting.
I love mining asteroids.
So yeah, I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. but I don't know what else there is. So, dear God, please somebody show me.
Right. And when's the date for that? Is it like in June?
This year is all I know. I mean, I was waiting for Mighty Number 9 and it got delayed, so who knows?
Yeah, that game's had a slew of fun go on with it.
Well, and I backed it, so they put out a notice to all the backers saying, hey, you know what, guys, we know that we said this, and we've run into some real game breakers as far as the different platforms they're releasing on and the code they had to do for the networking and everything, so they had to delay it. But unfortunate, but at least they're upfront about it. And
what networking do they need?
I'm not sure, but it had something to do. It may not have networking. It may have been the way the different platforms handle the code for the game and how it releases and stuff like that, because each platform is different. So they had to get that stuff ironed out. I could go look it up, I suppose, but
nah, not that big of a deal.
So there is another game that is on my radar that I just remembered.
Oh, Leisure Suit Larry 5.
5?
I think they're up to like 9 or something like that.
Magnum Cum Loudly.
Wow.
It's already been released, sir.
Magna Cum Laude, yes.
Anyway.
MLB The Show 16.
Oh, of course, yes. The games that come out every year.
And Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, that one looks like it'll be fun. I never played any of the Mass Effect games, though, unfortunately, because I'm dumb.
Exactly, thank you.
You did not. What? You're lying.
Exactly.
No, I only played the single or the multiplayer in 3.
No.
You did not play the story. You had the game and didn't play the story.
I've never played the story of a Mass Effect game.
What a loser.
You freaking butts.
At least I have more hair.
Not for long. Not the way you're going.
It's your genes' fault.
Well, and
Damn
the second
Levi's.
part is, of course, I never got on the bandwagon, so now I'm waiting for them to re-release it for the PS4 before they do Mass Effect 4.
I really hope they change their control scheme, because that's why I haven't played the first one, is because the control scheme is god-awful.
Okay.
You gotta have a good control scheme, man. Like, it's like playing shooters from, like, early 2000s. They hadn't figured out how to do the first-person console stuff, so they're all different. And then once they finally universalized it, then it's way easier to do.
Oh, my favorite thing is inverting the Y-axis. It drives my son crazy.
The Y-axis?
Yeah.
Down is up and up is down.
No,
that's how I learned.
So yeah, because it's your head, right? So
Flight Simulator.
yeah, you look forward, look down. You treat it like your head.
Yep, they don't get it.
You're still crazy, because up is up and down is down.
Yeah,
Do you invert your mouse too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God, you're a freak.
That's how I learned. I played Flight Simulator on my first PC, and that was always, you push up to nose down and, down to nose up. And
Yeah.
that's just how it's done. Joysticks, Wing Commander, you pull back to go up and push forward to go down.
But even in first-person games?
Yeah.
I'm a gamer, so it really doesn't matter too much about the Y-axis. I can still play.
You're Asian.
I wasn't going to
Fair
say.
You see, I don't have eyelids like everybody else does. I just have these magical glands that were back here underneath my eyelid where it should be, and it secretes this magic that allows me to be good at video games and science and math.
I licked his eyeball once. It worked. I got a little bit of that for about 30 minutes.
You weren't gonna tell anybody about that, dude.
No,
Why are you? We're editing that out.
We can't. This is live.
I hate your face.
Yeah. But hey, when you want to share acid and Dylan takes all the acid in his eye and you need to get some of it, yeah, that's how you get it.
I thought it was kind of like licking a toad.
No, you're not supposed to lick a toad. You're supposed to squeeze the toad onto like a sheet of glass and then dry that out and then scrape it off and smoke it. I would know these things.
So is the frog gonna take the 5 apple challenge? Is that what you're squeezing at?
Yeah, I get all that shit.
Oh.
What the fuck was that?
I think he just had a seizure.
Or maybe a conniption.
Yes. Are you stroking right now? Don't answer that.
Man, you guys, you're just a bunch of jokers.
Yep.
Can't keep anything serious with you guys.
Some people call me the Space Cowboy.
So one thing that I've got coming up that I haven't talked about yet is
Whoa, Mark, I don't think your wife will appreciate that.
Sure, she will. I'm gonna be gone for 4 days.
Oh, there you go.
Game Storm.
Well, she obviously appreciates enough he's got 2 kids, just saying.
Right.
I know, huh? Yeah, she appreciates it. We have 2 kids.
She knows how it goes, you know.
Yes, of course.
So Game Storm is, I think, probably, at least they tout themselves as Portland's biggest gaming convention.
Mm-hmm.
4 days at the Vancouver Hilton of gaming and gaming and gaming. Board games, video games, RPGs,
VRGs.
miniature painting competitions.
That's not gaming.
Body paint. Wait, what?
No, not body paint. Not
Dang it.
to my knowledge. There might be some cosplayers there. I don't know.
Wait, you
All
said
right.
how can you have miniature painting without having body painting? Because Dylan's gonna get his miniature painted.
Oh.
Take about 4 seconds. Just need like an eyedropper. Really.
Those little tiny acrylic things that you put the little tiny. They're just like, oh, there you go, you're good.
Single camel hairbrush.
Yes.
Anyway, so
You're giving me way too much credit, but I appreciate it.
I figured I'd toss that one out there. March 17th through the 20th, I got William and I tickets, so he and I are going to spend 4 days. I even took the time off work, so.
You guys should come up for SakuraCon this year.
I'd probably be more inclined to come up for PAX, to be honest, but.
Well, me too, but.
So you're already there.
Oh.
So you don't have to go up. Anyway, I'm actually hosting a board game every day during Game Storm, so you can sign up and host games to teach people or just to play them or whatever. So it's gonna be fun.
Oh, that reminds me. I'll be right back. There's something I wanted to show you guys that's downstairs. So talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back.
Well,
Hi, Mark.
so what's up, Dylan?
Not much. Just waiting on Jordan to return from his endeavors.
I wonder
Apparently, he couldn't.
thing he has to show.
Well, he couldn't. We talked about him Wiiing his Wii. Apparently, he has to get down to the living room and do it now.
Right? He couldn't wait until after the podcast.
Nope. We only got like 20 minutes, right?
It's like, man, I got a 7:30 coming up. You know, I got a Vault of Glass raid. Remember that?
Oh.
Vault of Glass, baby. Yeah, it's pretty easy now.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, you know, Lambert and I talked about it. It was just like, we used to run the hardest thing in that game every week, several times a night.
Yep.
And we got Jack Diddley Bodunk for it.
It still happens with King's Fall with Oryx.
Yeah, so, you know, everybody's like, we should play Destiny. I'm like, no.
You should come back and play Destiny because there's all the new stuff now for you.
Yeah, see, so now I'm so far behind, there's no point in me playing.
Oh, give it up. It doesn't take any time at all to catch up. Matt started playing before Thanksgiving, and he's the reason I'm going through Vault of Glass. He's going to take his first raid. So it took him. I mean, he hasn't been playing all the time, playing Battlefront. So you know, in the last 2 months, he's probably played about a week's worth of time, maybe, not if that. And he's there with his first character for the first raid. It can be done.
I can't. No, I can't, dude. It's such a sour taste, man, in my mouth. I can't do it.
I can't see it. Speak.
Junking.
Junk King. Yes.
I don't.
This is the Kickstarter limited edition of Junk King. I don't know if you guys remember, but we did an interview with the guys who made this. I told you to pick up a copy, Mark, because I thought you'd like it.
I think at the time I had backed Boss Monster.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was the same time period or not, but
I think you just had, but
yeah. So I already had a card game. I figured, well, I was going to get another one right away. So
this is pretty cool though. I was gonna. Where are they? I opened up one pack that had some of their bonus characters in it.
It's an unboxing live.
It is an unboxing. Let's see here. So here's a little coin.
It's like, thanks for the condom shot. What is this?
Yeah, it's a coin that they give you.
Yep.
I can't tell what I'm looking at.
Limited.
Oh, it's upside down.
It was a rhinoceros.
I think it's a flame. Happy flame.
Okay.
I think. But then they've got all these different cards, and
you have no idea what they mean because you haven't played the game yet.
Exactly, I haven't. But their character cards are kind of cool. So they've got they're done sort of like in this style.
Yes.
Little monsters. You might know this one.
Chew.
Chew. Yep, there's Chew. Who's this?
Who? That'd be the David Tennant Who.
Yep. I don't know who this one is.
Mel?
I don't know who Mel's supposed to be.
Is that not from Firefly?
Oh!
Oh, Captain, yeah, Mal.
That might be, yeah, what does it say?
Except he has a...
Mel
Mel can fix anything.
Even if it ain't broke. Yeah. Then you got this guy.
From that anime I never watched. That's the big cat guy?
My Neighbor Totoro.
My Neighbor Totoro.
Yep. These are just kind of their fun ones.
Rot.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of a problem.
He lost an arm. Leo. Very good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one too. And then my favorite.
Two.
Two.
Because no game is good enough without a little bit of Cthulhu.
Nope. Got to have the Cthulhu. But yeah, so those are just a few of their guys. They released it. It's going to be available in stores. JunkSpiritGames.com, I believe, is where you can look that up. I look forward to actually getting a first time to play it, but given the fact that my life is super busy all the time, that I haven't had time. But I do have it. It is fantastic. It did come out, and the artwork is absolutely fantastic, which is the reason I bought it in the first place. Because I really like the
go
artwork.
to a 4-day gaming convention is so that I have time to play.
I wonder if they're going to be there. I can ask. See if they're going to go to that. That might be fun.
Oh, GameStorm?
Yeah. Asked
They're
it.
supposed to have. Actually, I missed out. Last year they had Michael Mendez, who is the owner of Tasty Minstrel Games,
Uh-huh.
and I must have like 5 of his games on my shelf. I mean, he's done a fantastic job. He uses Kickstarter for everything, but he was one of the guests of honor for the convention last year. So it'll be interesting to see what they do this year.
I'm looking to see if... I don't see anything about them being booked there. Oh. It's still cool.
One of my active Kickstarters right now is the last expansion of Sentinels of the Multiverse.
Ooh, I don't know what that means.
Sentinels of the Multiverse is a cooperative card game where everybody is a hero and you're fighting
So it's a CCG?
a villain. It's a what'd you say?
A CCG.
N-
Cooperative card game.
yeah, well, I guess it would be it would be a living card game, except they're not going to do any more expansions, so I guess that's dead. But
Dead card game.
yeah, I mean it's not a TCG, it's not a trading card game. So anyway, everybody plays a hero, and then there's an environment and a villain deck that you're playing against. So every turn, the villain has his own actions to take, and certain conditions are met, then they might power up and do something stronger, or who they attack, and so all your hero cards, you have your cards, and you're using your hero powers, and some heroes have abilities, like they're Batman or whatever, kind of a Batmanish kind of player, or they're psychic, or they've got flame or flying or whatever their abilities are in their cards in their deck. So, and you're all fighting against the villain.
Well, that's cool.
It is pretty cool. It's a lot of fun.
Sweet. Well, Dylan, do you have anything else to put in here, buddy?
The Division and 5 Apple Challenge.
The 5 Apple Challenge in the Division.
Your guy just shits everywhere. It's really bad. Other than that, Mark, any closing thoughts?
I think we've done a pretty good job of making everybody's ears bleed today.
All
I
right.
wonder how many people have actually listened all the way through.
And I apologize for that.
If listener, you do listen all the way through, send me the message butt whistle, and we will give you some sort of fun little prize. Maybe it's a picture of Mark making that face right there, but yeah, we'll do that. So butt whistle is the catchphrase.
Butt whistle.
Yeah. So you can send that information to gameoutloudpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter @GameOutLoudcast. We are at www.gameoutloudpodcast.com, where you can find our entire backlog. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, all those great things. So please remember to rate, review, and subscribe. That way we can, steal your soul. I mean, know that you love the show. Yeah, that's it. So thank you, Mark, for coming on. Always a pleasure.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yep, and Dylan, always love having you on, buddy. Thanks for making the time.
Always a pleasure, man. Really appreciate you having me. Thank you so much.
Yep, and you, listener, you have yourselves a good week, and we will see you later on. Have a good one.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Peace.